everyone, my name is Idil. I'm a Turkish YouTuber. I have one of the largest cooking channels here in Turkey, and I've just started making English videos. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You'll find very easy, very wholesome and delicious Mediterranean recipes. I've got something very special prepared today. We're gonna be making pides. You can think of pide like Turkish pizza, but it's a little bit better than pizza. Let's take a look at the ingredients first and then we'll make it in a breeze. So to make the dough, we need some flour, warm water, some instant yeast, about a tablespoon, some sugar and salt. You can find all the ingredients in the description box below with the quantities, so make sure to check that out. And for toppings, I'm gonna make it two ways. One will be with some onion, minced beef and some tomatoes, and the other one will be with only cheese. For cheese, I used Kashar cheese here. It's usually made with Kashar cheese in Turkey, but you can use Mozzarella cheese or you can use Provolone cheese. A light cheese goes better with it. And in the end, I'm gonna butter it. I'm gonna pour some melted butter over the pides and it's gonna take it to the whole next level. Let's start by making the dough. So I'm using about 500 grams of flour. It's around 4 cups. And I'm just using a stand mixer here, but you can make it with hand as well. It's not that hard. And here is the yeast, some sugar, some salt. I give it a good mix. Make a hole in the middle. And I'm using warm water just to help that yeast activate a bit. And I'm gonna knead this for about 7 minutes. So my dough is now ready. It's looking amazing. It's very soft. It sticks just a little bit when I play with it, just a little bit, but it's super soft and it's the perfect dough for pide. If you follow the quantities, you will have a dough like this as well. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna cover it up with some olive oil so that it doesn't crack when it's rising, and I'm gonna let it rest for about 45 minutes, an hour, and the dough will rise, and then we'll continue. So my dough is about ready now. I've waited about 40 minutes. I'm gonna prepare the minced beef mixture first. I've got my skillet here. I put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and it's ready, very hot, and I just add the beef along with some salt and pepper. And I'm gonna saute it for about 3 minutes until it's fully cooked. So once the beef is cooked, I'm just gonna add the onions here, and I'm gonna cook it with the onions for about 4 or 5 minutes. Up next, we've got tomatoes. I get the tomatoes in just to make it a bit more flavorful. Give it a good stir and let it simmer for about 4 or 5 minutes. Let's check our dough. Wow, look how well it rised. It looks amazing. So I'm just gonna cut this in 6 pieces now. I put some flour on my board here. And I get my dough out. Looks amazing. So soft. And I do like this and give it a cylinder shape. You know, I'm gonna make 6 pieces, but you can take out actually 8 pides out of this too if you make them a little bit smaller. So once I've them all individually sized, you know, I just get some extra flour. First with my hands. It's such a soft dough, it's pretty easy to work with. I give it a shape like this. And then I'm just gonna put these here so that I can work easier. And then I'm gonna do like this. A little bit on the sides as well. I want it in a rectangle shape, not a round shape. And once I see this, just making sure my dough doesn't stick. Once I see this, I'm gonna start with the cheesy version. I put some shredded cheese in it. Like I said, the light cheese works best. And I just cover it up like this. Not whole way through, not like a calzone. You can still see the cheese in the middle, but just like so. So that's my first pide. Let's make one with the minced beef mixture now. The second one is here, so I'm just gonna do the same. Looks great. Now I'm adding some of that minced beef we cooked up. And covering it up. Pretty easy, very delicious. I've got my oven at 220 Celsius degrees. I'll put down Fahrenheit version in the description box below. It's very hot, and I've got a pizza oven in there which has been heating up with my oven for about 20 minutes now. And I've got my 3 of my pides on my pizza paddle here, which I've floured well. And I'm just gonna transfer them on over to the pizza stone, and it's gonna take about 8 minutes for them to cook up. I've got the pides out of the oven. Look how amazing they look. And I'm just gonna brush them with some melted butter just to make it a little bit more shiny and add more deliciousness to that. And it will be time to give it a taste. Looks amazing. Now it's time to cut it. My favorite ones are the cheese ones. By the way, if you don't have a pizza stone or a pizza paddle, you can always cook this on an oven tray with some parchment paper on it. Let's cut it. Look at this. It's beautifully cooked. Nefis. So good. It's a very nice dough. It is cooked up beautifully. It's very crunchy on the outside. I mean, that oozing cheese in my mouth is just taking me someplace else right now. I hope you do like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with friends, with your friends if you think they would like it. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.